Alright, back with another rapid game. We're gonna try and shake up the game a little bit, play something a little different than we usually play. I play e4, we get e6. Um, let's go for e4, c4 line. If he tries to attack in the center, we can take. Takes with the queen. Could go here. If he gives us a check, we could bring out the bishop. Is bringing out the bishop the best? I'm not sure. Okay, go here. We're probably going to get a check still. Chess Engine says this is the French defense Steiner variation. Usually, I will. Yeah, he gives a check, but usually I will play e4 c4 against the Caro Kann if I'm not trying to play an alien gambit. Okay. Bring the bishop here. Now, we may try to attack this pawn here, but I'm not so concerned. I mean, if he goes to attack this pawn, we could just bring this out, and if he takes, bring the knight, and he's just going to be lacking in development, just moving his queen a bunch of times. Okay. So he goes here. Now we could immediately attack his queen when a tempo on it, and open up this scope for our bishop. So let's go for this. And I plan to play knight to f3 next. Could have played that right away, but we'll use this pawn to occupy the center. And now we have this lone pawn in the middle, which isn't so good. Usually you want a pawn next to it to help it get across the board, but he doesn't have any center pawns, so we'll see how that transpires for us. Okay. Can't go anywhere on this diagonal. Okay, he makes this move. It's probably a similar move to what I would make. And I'll be expecting something like this next from him, but we're just gonna try and get castled here. Yeah, let's go bring our knight out, keep developing our pieces. If he brings this here, we could go here. He'll probably try to develop next move. And then we could castle or try to kick the bishop on the move after. Yeah, okay. Bring the bishop here. And we might see a move like this, which could be interesting. No, I think that's just a blunder, actually. Here, takes. Yeah, that's just a blunder. Can't go there. Does it make a difference if he goes here? Takes. Oh, doesn't make a big of a difference. Yeah, because this also protects this, so. Okay. Castle. Then I assume he's going to bring the rook to the center here, but he's still lacking his development on the queen side. And we already have all of our minor pieces out. So, okay. Goes for takes here with the idea of what? Because I'm just going to win a tempo on the queen. Now the question is, do I want to connect these pawns in the center, or do I want to take with the bishop? Interesting. I think actually I will take with the pawn here. We're not winning a tempo on the queen, but we have this discovery now. And can't move to any of the light squares here. It's protected by the queen and the bishop. But yeah, let's see what he goes for here. I'm expecting a developing move of some sort, because he is definitely lacking in development. Okay, he goes for this. Quite aggressive, if I do say so myself. Attacking this pawn and this bishop. Um, let's see. Hmm. If I make a move like this, takes. I do kind of wanna keep my bishop pair on the board. Um, do we have any trickery of some sort? Because if I move this anywhere, I could just take with the queen. Okay, so I think I'm gonna have to trade. Is this a good move though? Is a question. This is a move that I have in mind. I'm not sure, but I'm gonna make this pre-move this knight takes move. I can't take this pawn now because it's defending twice. Knight takes. And now we could even play bishop here, double attacking this pawn. That would be especially useful if he decides to bring his rook out here. Okay, quite an aggressive play once again. But I don't think it does much. He's lacking in development on the queen side still. He just keeps moving his queen around. And this is just a one-move attack on the knight, which I could just bring here and win the tempo. And then from there, where does he really go? He could... No, he can't occupy that square because that's where the knight is. So yeah, I'm not too sure what the plan is here. A lot of queen moves for a 1600. I do know that much. I mean, what kind of plan does he have here? Bringing the bishop here? Could push a pawn. I mean, even if he brings this here, takes, we just win a piece. So yeah, not too sure what the game plan is here. The only thing he's really accomplished is castling. He's not up a pawn. I don't know how many. Let's do a quick count. We got 1, 2, 3. We got four queen moves altogether, and we've played 14 moves. So yeah, has no sort of development here. I mean, even if he ever moves this bishop, I could just threaten this as well. Threatening to take his rook. He has to move his knight so his rooks get connected, and then I could just take the queen. So either or, I'm in a much better position than my opponent. He's taking a long think here. Because where is really the best square to move his queen? I mean, if he goes here, I could just kick him out again. Then he doesn't have that many squares to go to if he stays on this diagonal. That's it. Nasty stuff. He goes back to the square he was originally at. Okay, that's fine. So I think now would be a good time to bring my rook in the center of the board, protecting this bishop. And then, yeah, we'll go from there. And if he decides to bring this this bishop out, or this rook out, my apologies, I could play a move like this, setting up an attack on the king and the rook. And then if he takes, I'll take back. And then he has questions to answer because he's going to have a lot of trouble a lot of trouble defending. So this is just a free pawn, I believe. Or no, not a free pawn, because he could take my pawn. No, he can't take my pawn back. Because then I just take his rook. So I believe I could just take the pawn here. And then he has to move his knight out. Right? So take the pawn. Okay. Goes for this. And now we could, should we try and trade queens here? Not so sure. I don't want to make a move like this, because if he trades, I'll double my pawns on my king side. But I could also just drop back here. We are so it's collected on a free pawn. If he takes, that's fine. Take back. And all our pawns are still in order. And having these pawns just like this is just not too pleasant to deal with. I mean, if he makes a developing move finally, okay, so he does develop this out. But now, do we want to play a move like this? Threatening the take. I expect if I threaten his bishop here, we're going to get a rook here, threatening my queen. But then I could just move over to, and then he's going to have to move his bishop out the way, and then these pawns are just marching up the board. So, the bishop here. If he takes, I'm completely okay with that. This also begs the question, where is now? I mean, here, we push the pawn again, and you could set up his pin, but then just kick him out again. You're just moving this bishop everywhere, and I'm getting to push my pawns for free without my opponent really improving on the position. Yeah, so I expected this. I can't go here because that would hang my queen. So yeah, I think c2 is the best move here. Because what other option do I really have? I don't want to put him on the back rank. Can't go here or here or here or anywhere on this diagonal. So I think c2 is the only move. And this is also just adding another layer of protection to this pawn. It's protected twice. And now my opponent either has to take, and we're going to be in great shape. I mean, either way, I think we're in great shape. We're up a pawn. We got two center pawns. So could just drop this back in the corner. Goes back here. Okay. So let's just push the pawn. I'm expecting this move. We'll just play h3. And then I assume he'll just leave his bishop over on h5 for the time being. And then we could work on some other development factors. We could go for this. Trying to fork the knight, or the rook and the queen. Okay, let's go for this move. And then, okay, he goes for takes. Interesting. Okay, I'm fine with that. All right. I goes queen here. I'm not sure I understand that move. Um, what does this move do exactly? I guess it would stop me from playing this move. Or he's trying to play rook here, I believe. Interesting. Um, okay. So I mean, even I can even play this now. And if he wants to trade the rooks, that's completely fine. But I believe this is what he's trying to play now to win a tempo on my queen. One move attack again, or two move attack for my opponent. I would really love to play this move, but it's protected now by the queen. So let's just to do put the cards back in his hand. Back to question. Yes. Okay. So let's go. Let's go takes with rook. Now he could bring this rook here. Okay, goes for this. Um, and we could actually just go here. And even if he decides to take this with check, we won't be doubling our pawns. He is attacking this, but it's protected by the queen. So let's go here. I mean, even if he wants to go here, yeah, it's fine. And yeah, this is just winning for me completely. Okay. So let's just bring this on the same rank. We're up on the clock here, so we're doing great here. I could just start threatening checkmate like this. Okay, it's fine. Um, let's what do we want to go for here? I mean, he's threatening this, but this actually does nothing. So I could take. If he thinks he's winning the queen, that's not how it's gonna go. So let's just push this pawn. I mean, his rook would have been much better placed here. At least trying to, infiltrate some sort of way here. Uh, okay. And now, do I want to bring this here? Yeah, let's bring the rook here. Because if he decides that he wants to play a move like this is just going to be GG's. Okay. Goes for this move. Trying to set up a check. That's completely fine. Okay. Let's just block here. And yeah, we're going to end up winning on time here. But, yeah, very defensive game. And this is just game over. Yeah. So, yeah, I could have just played here. And the king has nowhere to go. He has to block with the queen. And, I end up just taking. And it's going to be a, let me put it on the board real quick. And it's just going to be a queen versus rook endgame, and I'm completely winning. But I'm pretty sure I was winning through the entire duration of that game. Had an 86 accuracy. We had two mistakes. But besides that, I think we made out pretty well. Sorry if the game review lags a bit. My computer doesn't like it too much when the chess engine is calculating. So okay, what is this variation called? Oh, it's just the French Steiner variation. Takes, all book moves. Okay. All best so far are excellent. Okay. Okay, so it was best to take with the pawn. That's what I thought. You want to have these, oh, whoops. Oh, let me switch to this regular screen as well so you could see what I'm seeing on this side here. 86 accuracy, 2 mistakes, that's it. But, yeah, it was better to take with the pawn here to get the 2 central pawns. This move, the engine didn't like as much. It's okay. But, what's the best here? Okay, yeah, I considered that move. This still, leads to takes, and then, yeah, we're just up half a point at that point. But let's see where, I think, once he allows me to take this pawn here, I think, yeah, I think it just, gives me quite a decent lead. Yeah, that's best. C2 is best. This is a mistake. Could go here. This is a mistake. Okay, this allows my opponent to eventually win a pawn. What's the best move here? Okay, okay, threatens to play checkmate. Okay, yeah, that just wins on the spot. I completely missed this tactic of bringing the knight here, because then even if you play this, you know, or no, that doesn't stop anything. Whoops. If you play this, oh no, this I'm being an idiot. Um, yeah, what would you have to play here, like this or something? What's the best move for black here? Oh, okay, knight here. Okay, it protects this. But then you could just take, you win the piece. You can't take back, because then that's checkmate. Okay, cool. I don't know how much of that you've seen because of the lag. But let's see, okay. Taking there is best. And it says I'm just up a point and a half at this point. Okay. Get rook here is okay. Takes. Permitted the opponent to take an open file. Yeah. Okay, he didn't take the open file. As I was saying in the game, you know, it would have been much better to take here. Okay. But this is also a bad move too. What is best to play here? Okay. What, setting up? Okay, and it just wants to push the pawns on the king side. Okay, yeah, that's ridiculous. I hate when it shows that many steps in a line. But okay, and then we get here. Inaccuracy, but not too bad. And then this is just a mistake because I could play here. I think it wants. But instead I play here just not allowing that check. Okay, gives this check, and then this move is just a blunder because as I showed in the game, and then we're just completely winning. But okay, pretty cool game. Not a line that I typically play, so I think I did pretty well for not playing this too much. But yeah, it gives me a 1900 rating and 86 accuracy, so pretty cool. French defense Steiner variation, and we're slowly on our way up to 1800. We're at 1531 now, so let's continue the climb.